Miss Duris. Hi, Miss Duris.
Hi.
Okay, so we're going to be doing a little interview
Wonderful.
for today. I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and you try to answer me as honest as you can.
Okay.
You cool with that?
Am I allowed to plead the fifth if I need to?
If you have to.
All right, I'm ready.
Got it. All right. How long have you been working here?
I have been with Horizon Science Academy for 15 years.
Wow.
Right?
You don't look a day.
And that's why you're my favorite.
You're so beautiful.
Aw, thank you.
You're welcome. If you were an animal, what animal would you be and why?
I would argue that I would be a panda bear. I would like to eat my weight in food every day. I have dark circles, and I love a good nap. Pandas.
Love that for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I would be?
What would you be?
A whale.
Ooh. You just want to be like the biggest animal on the planet? I feel that.
Yeah.
You would get to see what's underneath the water, too.
I mean, yeah, and they're just so...
Majestic.
Yeah.
Can you speak whale like Dory? Very nice.
All right. I have another question for you.
All right, I got answers.
If you could choose a color to describe your personality, which color would it be? I feel like you're purple.
I would say probably like a dark purple.
I would say lavender.
Ooh, a lavender, you think? Because like dark purple, because it's like regal, but also it can be kind of like sad.
Yes.
But again, it can be used for like happy stuff. Because like when I think of dark purple, I think of like New Orleans and like Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
But I also think of like super dark moony nights where you can just like look at the stars. So dark purple.
Yes.
Dark purple.
What is the best decade to be from?
The decade I remember the most fondly was the 90s. I was born in the 80s, but...
You got to live through like every crime. Like you got the 80s.
There wasn't even computers in school when I started school.
Then you got 90s. Then you got the 2000s. Then you got 2006.
You don't have to point that out. I'm very old. But yeah, I would say the 90s. It's my favorite memories. That's when I was a child. I was living responsibility free. There was still a lot of hope in the world. The 90s. That's the decade I think I would like to relive. Except for, the eyebrows. It was rough.
What's wrong? What's with the eyebrows?
That's why I don't have any.
Thin eyebrows?
Oh,
like,
super thin.
Oh.
Like crazy thin.
Okay.
But I mean, there were a lot of great things in the 90s.
Yeah.
Good music, solid clothes.
Rubik's Cubes.
Rubik's Cubes.
I got another question.
Ooh, okay.
So, what is your favorite meal of the day? So, like breakfast, lunch,
Breakfast.
Breakfast?
Breakfast. I can go ahead without eating for the rest of the day as long as I have a solid breakfast.
Really?
And I like breakfast all times of the day. Breakfast for lunch. We eat Brinner at least once a week at my house. It gets its own name because it's breakfast dinner. Brinner.
Yeah. You've never had that?
Breakfast dinner?
No. Have you guys ever had Brinner?
You gotta let us know.
Brinner is
Let
the
us
best
know.
meal of the day.
It is.
This could be teaching. This could be you in school. Like.
Huh. I think I was most embarrassed when I dislocated my knee at cheer practice with the girls.
That's sad.
Right?
Tragic.
My kneecap went from here to here. And it was terrifying. And
Are you okay?
Yeah, I just had to have a surgery and now my knee aches when it's cold. It is what it is. I just tore my meniscus and dislocated my patella.
I don't know what those are.
The meniscus is the ligament that holds your kneecap in place and makes it so that the top and bottom can bend, and then your patella is actually your kneecap.
Okay.
That kind of protects all your ligaments and holds them
How old were you when this happened?
It was 2011.
Wow.
I had to look at the cheerleaders to remember. But yeah, all those poor girls got to watch me pop it back in place.
So, well, I'm glad.
Those right there.
Yeah, it would have been those ones, yeah.
Huh.
Well, I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah, me too.
Alright.
I feel bad for them. I probably traumatized them.
Probably.
But I made them finish practice, and then I went to the hospital. It's fine. All is good in the world.
Yes,
Priorities.
great coach.
Priorities.
All right.
We did. We won competition that year.
Hey.
Well, we came in second place. We won for we were
that's
top
a
high
win.
schooler, but we were second place
For
overall.
Horizon, that's a win.
Trophies in the lounge or in the lobby. Check it
All
out.
right. What is your favorite childhood memory?
Camping with my Busha and my Judge.
You're Polish? I love
So
that.
Polish.
I love that for you.
Oh, I love it for me too. One day I'm gonna grow up and I'm gonna be a Busha too.
I love that. I miss my Busha.
It's Polish for grandma,
Yep.
Oh,
and we call our grandfathers Jaja.
Mm-hmm.
It is not spelled anywhere close to what you would think.
Okay. And not J-A-J?
No,
Okay.
D-Z-I-A, D-Z-I-A, Jaja.
Jaja.
Yeah, it's like a whole different language. It's Polish.
Okay.
But yeah, Busha and Jaj, they used to take us camping all the time. They had the camper, and so we would get to go on a road trip, and then we would stay somewhere for like a week. Oh yeah, with s'mores and food.
If you had $1 billion, what would you do with those $1 billion?
What wouldn't you do?
That's a question. So the first things I would do would be like pay off all the debt for all the people I love. Okay? Because nobody can be happy with debt, right? Then I would probably set up trust funds for my niece and my kid to make sure that long in the future.
How does he do it?
He actually has strep throat. I just took him to the doctor.
Oh.
But he's ginormous. He weighs like 80 pounds. He's about this tall.
He got taller?
Like so big.
What? He was like right here.
Like first grader, and he's like this big. But yeah, he's doing really good. He's enjoying his new school.
That's good.
He likes being away from mom. Sometimes we needed that break. But yeah, so with my $1 billion, yeah, I would probably do a lot of charity work because I couldn't just not work. I'd be bored.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought it would be nice to open a place for teenagers in need. Particularly like teenagers in the foster care system.
Did you know that? You're such a
That's how
generous person.
that's how I was raised. You only get back what you put out in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want generosity to come your way, you have to be generous to other people.
Yes, that's a good lesson.
Very much raised that way. But yeah, I would always continue wanting to work with teenagers. That's why I became an educator in the first place.
For real.
Yeah, I feel bad teenagers get a hard rap, so I like to look out for them. They also deserve it sometimes.
Keep that in mind next time you lash out at her. Just saying.
Right.
They don't usually.
That's good.
Most
have
kids are
any-
usually nice to me.
They shouldn't.
Do you have any hidden talents? Any that you would like to demonstrate?
None that I can demonstrate now.
Oh man, not today.
But again, the 90s was a wild time. I have all sorts of hidden talents. I just can't tell you about them.
Oh!
My old lady knees can't do it anymore.
Okay.
Alright.
Right.
You can see how some could get the wrong idea though.
No, it's all about dancing. I
Okay.
used to really
Yeah.
love to dance.
She was a great dancer.
But my knees don't allow it anymore.
Okay.
Dislocated and all.
Do you have a lucky number?
9.
9.
I believe 9 is the best number.
I believe 7. But did you know 7, 8, 9?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, you
It was
took
because
my
he was
joke.
free. But no, I like 9. There's something beautiful about it being perfectly, in my mind, it's perfectly round because 9 is 3 twice, and 3, like, I very much like things in 3s.
I've heard that like 8 is the symmetrical number. Like that people love 8 because it's like perfectly like. You don't like 8?
I
I'm not.
think 8 looks like a snowman, and I don't like the snow. I prefer to be warm. But that's just my crazy brain. No, I like 9. 9 is a really perfect number in my mind.
Yes.
9 makes me happy.
3, 3.
Do you have a favorite TV show?
Ooh, that's tough. Favorite TV show? I like really bad TV shows. Okay, I'm a sucker for really bad teenage drama.
Don't even worry about it.
So if I have to put it out there, so if I was going to rewatch a whole series again, it would be somewhere between Teen Wolf and Vampire Diaries.
Have you ever seen Gossip Girl?
I have not watched Gossip Girl.
What?
Mm-mm.
And you've seen Vampire Diaries?
Look, I like the supernatural.
Oh, okay.
That's so real.
It is.
No, like I feel that's in my core.
Like, I like the supernatural shows. Gossip Girl's a little too,
Real.
it's too girly for me. If that, I don't want to sound bad, but like, that's not the kind of drama I like.
You don't like.
I like the
Understand.
Oh my
supernatural
god, who
shows.
could have done
Supernatural's also another one that I'd watch again, except for there's 15 seasons, and that's a lot.
Yeah. MTV is another thing that come from the 80s though, so
Mhm.
I do understand.
I remember MTV when it was actually still like music videos for
Yeah.
90% of the airtime.
I really wish I was there for that because I want.
When I tell you it was a great time, it was a great time.
I want
There was no social media holding us back. There's no video evidence of what I did as a teenager.
Man, that would have been amazing.
Beautiful
You know how much I could get away with, dude?
No.
They had commercials on TV to remind our parents to like, oh, you got kids,
Check
they
on
should
your
be home
kids.
now. It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
You know where
Yeah, that was like a whole real thing.
Yeah.
I know where mine are. One's at school and one's at home. So.
Life 360.
No, there was none of that. If you
There
were real
is now,
fancy, you got a
that's-
beeper.
Oh my god.
Give your kids a beeper.
Yeah, I don't know what a beeper is.
I know what a beeper is.
No, I don't.
It was a they also were called pagers.
Yeah, I just.
Okay.
But it's this little tiny box, and you could call it. You like call my beeper number, and you could leave me your number to call back.
Mhm.
Or back in the 90s, we had all these little codes that meant different things on the phone.
Okay.
So like if I wanted my friend to call me back, I would put in your number for your pager, and I would put my phone number in that I wanted you to call me back, and I would put like 911 behind it, so you knew it was an emergency to call me back.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was a whole lot of back and forth because then on your pager you just got, hey, this phone number wants you to call them.
And it's an emergency.
And it's an emergency. So you had to like memorize each other's phone numbers because there was nothing to like keep them in.
That's awesome. I want a pager so bad.
And if you wanted to call your friend's house, you like had to sit on the phone with their parents while they went and found their friend. That's if nobody was on the internet.
Yeah.
Because if they were on the internet, you couldn't get through because you couldn't use the phone and the internet at the same time.
Interesting time.
It was crazy.
Well, for my last question,
Of
and I hate
course.
to bring this interview to an end because I just love talking.
We could talk forever.
Honestly, what makes Horizon different than any other school?
$1 million question.
I'm gonna have to say it's the smallness that makes it special. I have never been in a school building where I get to watch my kids go from kindergarten to 12th grade the whole way through. I have some kids that are going to be graduating in the next couple years. I've known them since they were kindergartners. Like, that's special. In that small, tight-knit community, one, you guys don't get to get away with anything because we see everything.
Obviously.
Which I think also makes it a very trustworthy community.
Yeah.
Because there's no like, the adults can't hide and the kids can't hide, so it's a very open community, which makes us feel like a family, and I think that's because of the small nature of our school. In bigger schools, a lot of kids get lost in the sauce, a lot of teachers fly under the radar, but here, because we're so small and you have the same teachers year after year, it really does. It makes you feel like family here.
Yeah. I love that.
I love that.
And yeah, now like my students that I watched graduate years ago, like I have their kids now. Like that whole elementary school is just
Wow.
littered with my kids. Yeah. Her kids go here. Her kids go here. Her kids here. There's more on the other one. Her kids go here. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
And then I
Thank you.
still see all my kids that I graduated with. Some of them come back and work with us. And other ones I just keep tabs on because, you know.
Well, thank you for sitting with us.
Anytime.
I want to thank you for even allowing us to be here because a lot of teachers are busy, and the fact that you made time for us was very well appreciated.
Literally my job, but thank you.
Anytime on the Jack.
You guys know how to make your girl feel special.
All right. Well, I don't know what to say now.
I don't know either.
I'm bad at this.
That's what
And that's a wrap.
They'll edit in a really good outro.
Yeah, absolutely.
Boom.